Hello, everybody. Welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Sweet. Joining us, my brother Yitz. First off, what the flip? Because I was waiting down here for 10. You listen to me. Okay. I waited down here for 10 minutes, setting up the podcast. I was waiting, but I was ready.
You told me you're gonna be
late. I
go
upstairs and you're just chatting with the family for 10. You didn't even warn me. 10 minutes.
I like to catch up.
Did you catch up?
I catch up with them, and I come down here and I catch up with you.
You could have told me you arrived. I was sitting. You were wasting. You know, I'm a very important man.
You told me you're gonna be late. I figured you'd come up.
I said it'd be 10 minutes late. It's 7:47.
You didn't say anything. You didn't. You closed the door passive aggressive while I was upstairs. So I thought maybe.
And I said, "Come here, RaBBois. It's time for yapping."
That was after.
You're wasting all the yapping.
Wait, did the door shut by itself then?
Huh?
While I was upstairs, the door shut.
The door shut.
I thought that was you saying I need more time.
No, that was not me at all. I was downstairs the entire time doing stuff. It was the ghost.
I do wanna for our viewers out there who are really curious about my chairs that I bid on last week.
Oh yeah. You got chairs during the podcast, and because of that freaking
First of all, I'm bidding on something else in 50 minutes, so we can't go longer than that.
Oh wait, actually, are you serious?
Yeah.
No, why are you 2 weeks in a row? You're actually serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not during the podcast.
Yes, it is. 55 minutes. We can't go more than that.
Yeah.
The bid is gonna be expired.
Yeah.
Oh my freaking.
Somebody said that they want to see the unedited version. Trust me.
I saw that. Yeah.
You don't want
to see it. People, it's just hella awkward. People are actually they're engaging now. They're commenting.
I want to go through those comments in a sec.
Okay, fine. We appreciate the comments. Please leave comments. We love it. You want us to talk about something? Put it in the comments.
I do want to address some of the comments because they're kind of funny.
Okay.
Or just like random.
Okay.
That I want to answer.
Nice.
But about the chairs, so it turns out
no one cares about your stupid chairs.
I bought box A and box B 2 different times. That was the whole thing I was trying to bid on and he was mad about. Turns out there were different colors, different style chairs.
Right. Oh wait. I thought you said that they weren't even the right chairs or something.
Yeah, it turns out they're not.
They're not the right chairs.
So I had to drill new holes and build like one color chair mixed with another color chair. I'm too lazy and I don't feel like spending more money. So I'll send you the picture. You'll post it. This is what the chair looks like now.
What the hell is that? Yeah, show the camera just in case. For the audio listeners, it's like a white backing with a gray bottom with black legs.
And the feet are different. These ones are straight, and these ones have design.
And you overpaid for it.
Yeah.
They outjewed you. No,
I know, I'm so upset.
You're actually screwed.
And it's going to break apart because I had to drill new holes in it because they didn't even fit. But I'm going to use these
So you wasted
10 years.
So you interrupted the podcast for that BS right there. Oh my god.
You know, like, this reminds me of... Do you know, like, when you have, like, those games when you're kids and you'd be able to, like, mix animals, be like an octopus and a cow?
No,
you're like an octocow?
No, okay.
So that's what this is.
No, like your skins in like a video game, if you buy a bunch of them, you can just combine, like, a random hat with the random shoes with the random shirt. It looks like a mismatched chair. They should make a company. We should start one called Mismatched Chairs. That could be the first one.
It's taking me an hour to build each chair because I have to drill new holes. It's a mess.
You're drilling new holes to
because
oh
it
my
doesn't
god.
fit.
You're not just gonna get another chair.
No,
it's cheaper.
Everyone keeps telling me just get another chair.
Yeah,
like,
get another chair.
I bought this and I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, you overbought it. You should sometimes in life. I'm gonna teach you your younger brother's about to teach you a valuable lesson. Sometimes in life, it's good to just let things go, to just give up, like take the L, like know that you failed, and continue, move on with life. It's actually a good thing.
It's a big L.
It helps you in general. Not for me though. I never take any L's. You want to go through some comments?
Yeah, it just.
Can I readdress the one that I mentioned at the end of last episode?
Which one? Yeah.
One of the comments. It was hilarious. It said. This guy on the right, left, whatever, because I don't know which side we're recording on, said that guy's Semitic, right? You're Semitic, but I'm not. That guy on this side is not Semitic. He's white. I'm more Semitic than him. He's Semitic, but I'm not. So even though we're brothers, it really weirded me out. Like, that guy's Semitic, so he's a real Jew. When you say anti-Semitic, it means him, but not for me because I'm too white. Even though
that doesn't make sense though, because
the context of the definition anti-Semitic was created in the 1800s.
There's two huge classes of Jews. There's Jews who are from the Middle East who are darker, and then there's Jews who are from Europe. I mean, yes.
From Jerusalem, the land of... Okay, I'm not here to argue about that.
No, but I'm saying, where do Jews... Yeah, Jews always come from the Middle East, but a lot of Jews, when they went to Europe...
I'm saying, they got expelled from places, they went to Europe, then there was assimilation and those types of intermarriages, but somehow you're darker and I'm white, and that's
because I go outside and I touch grass.
No, it's not. I go outside. I went outside this week to take out the garbage. Yeah, I did.
Me too.
Oh, there you go. And well, you got the tan and I didn't.
Imagine we were neighbors and like we'd see each other at the same time.
Hey, it's good to... Yeah, that's probably what it'd be like.
You probably have one of those umbrellas.
I have those umbrellas because I'm a vampire. But yeah, you know what? He's darker and I'm white, and that's perfectly fine because equality.
Now going through the comments.
Okay, let's go.
First comment, which I appreciate, greatest setup ever.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
got that.
Thank
I saw
you.
that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You know, we actually spent a lot of time doing this, and it's really nice when they point out how nice it is because it took me a long time to set up. And that sign too.
Second comment I want to address is that apology accepted. There's only one comment that said that. No one said apology not accepted.
Wait, but you have to explain what we apologize for.
We apologize for
screwing up the podcast.
Screwing up the podcast.
The podcast sucked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate that you accepted our apology. We love this transparency that we're doing.
Yeah.
What else you got? Or is that it?
Well, this person represents everyone.
Okay.
Because this is the only person who commented.
Oh, nice. You see, if you comment, we would actually have something to read here. You could have been on the show, but you didn't. You wasted potential.
Well, the last comment said, talk about Donald Trump and why you like him.
What? Well, I don't
talk about Donald Trump and why you like him.
Talk about Donald Trump and why you like him?
No, but the thing is, like, you're assuming we like him.
It's a funny thing to say.
It's like, no, you obviously like him, therefore talk about him.
I don't know if he's saying that from the standpoint of like all Jews must love Donald Trump, or if he's like trying to, I don't even know what the other perspective was. Yeah, it's a weird thing to say in general. It's just, maybe he just wants us to say. Maybe he likes Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Huh?
Donald Trump said he likes the Jews are good. The Jews are good with money.
Great with the money. Great, very good with money.
He's right.
The Jewish people.
He's right.
Then he said that. I don't know if that was a real video though.
The
J in Donald, it doesn't. A lot of people think it stands for Jew. It doesn't stand for Jew. It stands for genius.
Did he say that?
No, it was someone made an impression of it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's our impressions.
Yeah, that's our extent.
That's our thoughts on Donald Trump. Okay, yeah. So I want to continue on this random. This will only be for a little before you say whatever you want to say. But
I want to talk about what we want to talk about.
Okay, we should all talk about what we enjoy talking about because
That's
this is a nice open podcast where we talk about things we enjoy.
Where we catch up.
Where we
just
catch
like I
up
caught up
because
with
we
my family.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Where we speak, and I still think that when I'm overseas and move out of here, that the setup will be more clean.
Overseas?
Not overseas. I'm in America. When I move down to Florida, that it'll still be good. I think it'll be better actually. I think it'll be top-notch professional. But that's unrelated. I was streaming last night, right? I started streaming more in general because I'm gonna. Every week I completely change my roadmap on social media, and I'm like, okay, I'm a TikToker now. No, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a streamer now. So now I'm on the streaming week, right? So I've been streaming like 3 hours a day, and a random guy joined my chat yesterday, and he just wanted to remind me that like Jesus loves me and he died for my sins. And I was playing Fortnite Battle Royale.
I saw the video.
You saw that clip, but I was playing Fortnite Battle Royale. You know, I was Fortnite.
It's a good time to bring it up.
It was actually a great time to bring it up.
By the way, that's one thing I want to discuss with you. It's perfect.
Right when I'm done with this. But literally, I was just like, I was streaming, and like it's not like I was talking about religion or I was just like whatever. He just joined my chat and he said, and he just honestly, I appreciate it. He wanted to let me know, like he cared for me. Like honestly,
want to let you know.
You know, missionaries in general, like I appreciate that they care. No, like they want to actually save me from eternal damnation. I could appreciate that. Like that's nice of them to do.
I know someone.
I'm trying to play Fortnite. Like I was playing Fortnite.
Can I go on a story?
And I had to talk about
Jesus
stuff.
About that. Side story about that. I know someone who, the rabbi of a synagogue, and the person who I guess would clean up after, he would whatever, janitor cleaning up for like years. And one day he comes over to the rabbi and says, "Rabbi, like I need to tell you something. I'm nervous. I want to talk about it." And the rabbi's like, "Whoa, like tell me." He goes, "I just want to let you know that you're gonna burn in hell."
That's crazy. Actually,
real story.
And
he's like, "Oh yeah, cool." He's like, "No, like I really care about you, and like you're going to burn in hell."
No, that's why they care.
And the rabbi's like, "I appreciate it, but like I'll take the risk."
Yeah, we'll take the risk. It's.
He cared about it.
I know. I could appreciate that they care for it and that they just they have a faith in general. But like, I'm low-key trying to play Fortnite. Like I was trying to play Fortnite, and I was.
Is Jesus in Fortnite?
And, Jesus is not yet. They're adding everyone. Just Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, they just signed a deal with Disney. They just signed a deal with Disney. Bought a minor stake in Epic Games for like I think 10 billion. No, in the billions. And they're gonna be combining like you're gonna be seeing like Elsa from Frozen.
Or it's a small world.
Or you're gonna be seeing like Elsa from Frozen completely like destroying Thanos in Fortnite or whatever because they have damn. Or Elsa versus Ariana Grande in Fortnite.
Wait, didn't they do that already? Didn't they do a collab?
They have Disney's. I think they have some stuff, but no, I think they're trying to make a whole nother world in it. Like there's more ways to. Fortnite isn't even a game anymore. It's more like an app now where there's many games that you could play because there's a creative game mode where you can make custom maps. So now that Disney is in it, they're just gonna. I think it's just gonna take. And not financial advice, but I mean, I think it's gonna. Yeah, I think it'll be a thing.
I'm sorry that you try to get converted while playing Fortnite.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You're allowed to believe it in your faith, and you're they're allowed to say that technically. but they kept on, because they
It's
kept
like
on doing it.
it's like I get it, but I'm trying to play Fortnite.
I'm trying to play Fortnite. No, it's not even a Jew thing. I'm trying to play Fortnite. I can't concentrate on intellectual conversations when I'm playing Fortnite.
You did a pretty good job though. I'm saying just like addressing like why.
And while playing Fortnite,
Yeah.
right? That's hard to do. You can't. It's a very hard thing to do, by the way.
I mean, I appreciate
especially because you suck at Fortnite.
I will say I'm not gonna. There are some missionaries where you're walking the street and they do get in your way a little bit.
Yeah,
that happens.
I get it. And sometimes I'm like, are they actually caring for me, or do they get something from this, or do they feel better that they feel like they'll get less hell if they do this? Like, I don't know.
I think the real difference is the way I was thinking about it, because as Jews we do some outreach
to non-religious Jews.
Yes, exactly.
To people that are already Jews.
So it's a little bit different. I don't know if you've noticed it, if you've ever been in a big or any community, but you'll notice in New York pretty much.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
Maybe LA. I'm saying like bigger cities where every Friday teenage boys, like high schoolers, they go around and they ask people.
And their fedoras and the jackets looking like the tunnel guys, but they did that first before tunnel stuff, right?
That's right.
Right, that's what we actually do.
And they ask people if they're Jewish, and if they're Jewish, if they want to put on tefillin, the phylacteries, basically just saying, hey, do you want to do a good deed because you're Jewish? Do you want to connect to your faith? Mm-hmm. So I think people I don't know if people really compare it. I was thinking, I guess in a way we are missionaries in that way. But But the big difference is that we're not trying to convert anyone. It's only people who are already Jewish. If they want to connect to Judaism, we're there for you, and there's no pressure. And we're not trying to convince you. It's just, hey, you're Jewish, yeah? Do you want to do it?
I get it.
Yes or no. Some people say no, and you say, all right, no problem, whatever. Some people, you'd be surprised, want to do it.
It's interesting, yeah.
We did this for years
because they already had a little Jewish upbringing, and they just didn't get as religious, and they want to feel like they want to do something.
We did it a lot.
I did it. I've done it before.
There's always great experiences. People expect you to come every Friday. Some people they want you to come, and either street corners or you go to people, businesses, houses, people who want you to come, and every week there's always someone crying.
He's not even he's not kidding. There's always someone gets emotional that they did that they did a good deed and they feel good for me. I don't know, maybe they're crazy or maybe they actually feel like they did something good.
Our brother told us a hilarious story.
What?
He said he was once doing. It's called Mitzrayim.
Outreach.
That's what we call it.
It means campaigns, I think.
Yeah.
But it's Jewish outreach. Yeah.
So he was walking down and there's some old Russian guy. He was standing on his lawn, and they said, "Hey, you Jewish?" And the guy was cursing me out in Russian, get away. It always happens. You know how many times we got?
You're always gonna cursed out by old Jews.
Yeah, you're oh, don't bring that near me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because they got a harsher relationship.
They got some trauma.
They got the Holocaust also. It's just harder in general.
So this old Russian Jew, and he didn't want anything to do with it, so he cursed him out in Russian. Happens to be my brother's friend, spoke fluent Russian.
Okay.
Because his parents were Russian, but they happened to come across religious.
Yeah, nice.
So he yelled back at him and cursed back at him, say, "Hey, watch your mouth." And the guy's like, "Oh,
Russian?
Oh, you're Russian?
Yeah.
Come on in."
There you go.
He came on in. They did whatever they were talking. And then he was nice to them, and he wanted to do whatever he wanted to put on the tefillin, the phylacteries. Ended up being super nice to them, and then. My brother's friend is also a singer and sings Russian, and he's saying it's called I think a Yiddish Mama or something. It's a very old school song that only old people know, and everyone started crying.
Nice.
All the old people started crying, and that's the classic Jewish outreach story.
That's the least intense Jewish outreach story where you spontaneously run into a Russian guy. The friend happens to know Russian. You bring him in. You do a prayer with him, and then he starts crying. That's the bottom of the iceberg. There's always crazy stuff that happens.
But again, we're only trying to ask Jews if they're interested in reconnecting with their faith.
Someone told me if I go around and say. To random people that aren't Jewish, do you want to accept Moses in your heart or something? And I'm like, no, not really.
That's a weird thing.
No, I'm saying whatever. Listen, but
Isn't there a song got a little
the missionaries, they think it's a good thing, and that's what they. I'm not trying to knock them off or anything, but it's just when you're trying to play Fortnite, that's really what it is.
Just if we're playing Fortnite.
If I'm playing Fortnite, I'm not here to I wasn't preaching Judaism. I wasn't trying to get into.
Imagine
debates.
you're about to get
a victory royale
and some a missionary in the game.
I'm saying,
can I interest you?
No, they send me. You're saying one of the NPCs in the game says, "Have you accepted the Lord in your heart?"
And you're huh?
Huh? Am I allowed to kill this, or what am I allowed to do? But
do you get gold shotgun?
Huh? Did it drop a gold shotgun? But I got an insane no scope that game. I don't know if you saw it, but it was really good.
I was only listening because I was curious what you were gonna say.
Yeah, I think I answered it. I don't want to get into the whole debate of what the debate was.
No, I love how I'm just gonna say a triggering word to people. Isaiah 53.
Huh? Oh yeah, that. Yeah, the Christians throwing it at Jews as this. A lot of, not everyone, but a lot of Christians, they hear or at least from what I've seen other Christians tell me, that Isaiah 53, which in their perspective is like the prophecy for Jesus being Messiah, which we have a whole different take on. Like they some Christians believe that it's the forbidden chapter in Judaism. Like I've been told that. I'm like, what?
It's just Yeshaya. It's just, see, we call it Yeshaya. And
we call it Yeshaya. They call it Isaiah because the Hebrew word. And it's just like, well, I learned this. Like, why we read this on the Sabbath?
It's so amazing. It's like you learn it. We learn it in like Jewish high school, and we're like, oh, interesting.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Whatever, you learn, take your notes in it, and then like you become like older, and like you're out in the street, and someone's like, Isaiah 53. You're like, Yeshaya 53.
Yeshaya,
like,
talking about
why are you yelling
about the state of Israel?
Why are you yelling that at me? I'm just trying to get some food.
And same with like the Talmud, right? Like where we learned it in high school, we learned it this way, and then you go online or someone confronts you about it, like, what do you think about it? Talmud says, I'm like, I don't remember it ever saying anything you just said. They just, completely mistranslate and nitpick the whole thing, and I'm just like, I just learned this random argument that happened, and they turned it into something completely different.
Well, I think
that makes Jews look bad or something.
I think I watched your other video with the guy who went to 770.
Yeah.
And it was like,
what the hell, man?
Yeah.
That's a good topic.
No, because I was.
Can I say it?
No. Well, I'm just getting into it.
I'm gonna explain what just the context of that.
You can talk.
During the Jewish tonal thing, right, which we've talked about every podcast since at this point. We're just milking at this point, but it keeps on coming up. And why it comes up? Because I'm a Jew online, and people keep on saying it. That's why it keeps on coming up. But this random YouTuber, just he dressed up as a Jew.
Like he's gonna fool the Jews.
He dressed up as a Jew, wearing the hat and the jacket, and just went in 770 and just caused a ruckus and pissed everybody off and said, "Tell me about that tunnels!" Like first off, dressing up like it was really disrespectful. I can see how it's funny from a certain perspective, but imagine like you put on a hijab and you went into a mosque and started asking, like that's sort of how I looked at it. And then he got kicked out, and he said, they're trying to hide something from you. And I'm like, no, you acted like a piece of shit and freaking got kicked out of the synagogue.
Well, this is what I want to get to.
He's milking it for content.
No, I feel like sometimes people look at religious Jews or any religion, more ultra-Orthodox, and say, oh, like, they're a little bit different than us, or they think differently. So my point is like, we're just normal guys.
Yes.
We're just normal guys.
Yes.
Who don't
for the love of God, we're so normal, man.
We're just normal people. But then, like, you kind of like other people, and then, like, you make them as if they're, like, something else. So then you go, so basically, it reminded me of this video because you go into the synagogue, and we're just normal guys. And
like, he goes in expecting a bunch of extreme, like, whatever, and they're going to speak a different language, and he goes in, and there's a bunch of normal guys who are just wearing the hat and jacket saying, what are you doing, bro? Stop trying to pray here.
Remove the hat and jacket, and there's, like, guys talking to each other like you talk to your friends.
Yeah.
But
it's intimidating because the hat, it looks very religious, but we're normal people. I get a lot of comments, weird comments, by the way, saying you're the only Jew I let. You're the only normal Jew, and that's one of the reasons I'm online. One of the reasons we have this is because 99% of us are pretty much like this. Some maybe don't speak as vulgarly as I do, but in general, a lot of Jews are just chilling.
We're just
normal people that you could speak to. Like, they look at.
We're just like Americans.
They think we're like third of the world, like just full on.
We're just like normal Americans who, like, we grew up in America.
Yeah.
Like, we know everything about pop culture and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we just have religious values, and we do different, and we pray.
And maybe we're not as involved on certain just stupid social media dramas. We're not gonna know about that, but freaking. We're normal people. So he invades and he thinks it's gonna get content.
And then it looks fun. Or like you guys who look, like the guys look like they're being weird. Like the guys who are kicking him out, they look like like I guess you could say like assholes. But like
the guy was being an asshole.
No, exactly. But imagine having a party at your house and someone crashes.
That's not even a good
party.
example.
I don't even know.
Imagine a bunch of people are praying and learning. And it's quiet, and you hear nothing but learning, and some random guy comes in dressed up like y'all, clearly making a mockery. Dancing. It starts dancing and singing and questioning you about things that have already been disproved. Like, it just
starts yelling, and you're just kind of like, can you leave? Because you're being weird. Like,
exactly. And also, Jews are used to people recording them for content.
Yeah.
Right, they're sick of it. So the second they see the camera, they're getting you out of
Every
there.
person he rashed on the street was just trying to probably like go home or like go to
All
or
those
go
people.
to the grocery store.
He's going to people like on the street, just like, and they're like, so what do you think about the tunnels? They're like, oh, they're like trying to like expand the building or something. And he's like on the phone, and he's like, they're not telling the full truth or whatever. And it's just like, man,
It's just like going over to random people on the street, whether Jewish or not Jewish. Like I don't know why, just because you're wearing a hat and jacket, like all of a sudden like you're like so this elitist like conspiracy.
oh, that's a whole other thing.
Like it's just stupid. It's like
Like
guys.
fun fact, 99.99999% of Jews low key are just chilling, and actually are in fact not drinking the blood out of children and stealing your money. Just
Well,
fun
what about
fact.
the 0.01%?
Maybe. Oh yeah, but there's a bunch of those in other religions and not Jewish also, so it's stupid.
No one's drinking no one's blood.
Not yet. Maybe one day. If anyone want, as we said many times, when we get bought out, maybe we'll start. I will never sell my soul to the devil. That's what they do
Oh,
apparently.
you're saying like go to those owl things?
Yeah, the owl stuff, Bohemian Grove. No, I'm serious. Yeah. Actually, it got canceled. They go to a different place now because it got exposed. So,
Speaking about stupid social media drama, did you saw the whole thing about Taylor Swift at the Grammys?
she announced her album at the Grammys.
No, it wasn't that. Apparently, she didn't really like. Apparently, Celine Dion like
She's a great singer.
hasn't been doing well, and she's the one who announced the award. And Taylor Swift I don't think
Took the moment to talk about her album.
something like that. And it was a thing, and I was like, "Oh,
No, it's a part of the script for the Super Bowl. No, I'm serious. Because it looked very like planned out the way that she announced it on the thing.
she didn't look like she wanted to be there."
And then the next week, the Super Bowl's this Sunday, and obviously it's scripted for the Chiefs to win. And then Taylor Swift will, she'll get proposed to, and they'll make out, and they'll say like whatever agenda they want to say, and then they'll say buy my album, and everyone will buy the album. That's what's gonna happen. The Chiefs, by the way, Super Bowl predictions. You want to do that right now?
Yeah, I got mine.
Okay, what do you got?
49ers.
Uh-huh.
Because, jeez.
Okay.
Ugh. Although it's against the script.
It is against the script.
49ers over the Chiefs, 24-20.
So, I really want the 49ers to win.
I kind of want to put a bet on it.
I despise the Chiefs. Brock
I
Purdy's
hate the
story.
40
Brock Purdy was the last pick of the draft, and now he's the quarterback.
But I
of
hate the
Super Bowl.
49ers as in like
The Bengals lost to the 49ers twice, but it doesn't hurt as much because I wasn't alive compared to the Chiefs, which the Bengals hate. And I don't want to say it, but the Chiefs are probably going to win.
Why?
Because
I actually don't understand why they would. I know.
I'll tell you why. Their offense isn't as good, but Patrick Mahomes is carrying.
Their defense is not that great, is it?
Their defense is amazing.
Really?
They have really good defense.
I actually didn't think so.
They got a bunch of young guys who became amazing, right? They became like no one high scores against the Chiefs.
I think that
this entire year.
But the 49ers D is crazy.
Yeah, but guess what? The Bengals played against them and we got like 30 points of them. Like the 49ers didn't play against as good opponents. They're in the NFC. That division isn't as good. So they're going to be surprised. They're going to be surprised when they play the Chiefs and their very unique type of defense. And like it's gonna surprise them whenever 49ers played like a good like smart coached defense, they don't do as good. Like they didn't do good against the Bengals, and our defense isn't nearly as I don't think it's as good now as the Chiefs.
They beat the Lions though, by the way.
Who?
The 49ers.
Yeah, but the Lions are sort of fraudulent.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, also, that was definitely scripted, that game. No way the Lions didn't score the entire second half. Yeah, I'm saying something was off. Same with the
it
Ravens.
makes sense because the NFL knows that the Lions are not going to cry because we're just happy
to be here. But they probably were crying, though.
No, obviously, but like,
they never made it
but you
to the
look
Super
back
Bowl.
and say, you know what, at least we made it that far.
Yeah, but I hate that.
The biggest rigged game was the Bengals Super Bowl, which I don't want to talk about.
We don't have to talk about that. In the
It's
AFC
not a holding call.
and the AFC Championship.
Not a holding call.
Yeah, but you could argue that with the face mask earlier in the game. It's
not a face mask.
The
because it's
AFC
in the direction.
The AFC Championship the last year that was rigged. That was crazy. And I'm not hoping.
Was that the whole timeout thing? What was it?
They had 5 downs and then they got a holding.
Yes.
It was just really whatever. Point is, I have the Chiefs winning it, and I think they're going to win it by 4. I think they're going to win by 4.
So my score, that's what I said.
I think it's going
opposite.
to. I think it's going to be 27-23, and if it goes high scoring, it's going to be like 34-30.
Interesting.
But I think the Chiefs are going to.
What's going to happen is it's going to be like 21.
They have more experience in the Super Bowl, and their defense is better. 49ers defense is kind of overrated.
It's going to be 21-14 by half, and then like it's going to be like I said, it's going to be like 24-20. Like, no one's going to score.
The script writers are going to keep it close, but the Chiefs are. They have the script. They have an experienced team, and their defense is low key better.
You know you could bet.
And it bothers me. I hate to say it because I hate the Chiefs.
You know you could bet on anything in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that like how many times the camera pans to Taylor Swift.
I saw a TikTok earlier where there's a guy. He was listening to the practice national anthem before they have like a practice one before the game starts, because you could bet on how long the national anthem is. And there are people in the comments doing calculations based on how much she stressed her voice. So I think they calculated it to like 1 minute 22 seconds. So like pick your over or under or whatever the hell.
That's crazy.
There's not financial advice, but there's a guy there. He had like a whole setup to listen to everything. He had like hilarious. A whole mic situation going on.
That's funny.
But no, I got the Chiefs taking it.
They do because we're Jews, we have to do honorary Ben Shapiro talk.
Oh, what? Okay.
You saw his rap song?
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. It came out like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we did not talk about that rap song.
Well, because what do I care?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I reacted to it on stream. The rap sucked. I don't know. I'm gonna be like Ben Shapiro's rap was.
Yeah.
The song was not good. The lyrics were very cringe. Just in general. I'm just.
It's kind of catchy though.
And I'm based, but I'm just saying. No, it was very like.
Not his rap. I think the song. I mean, he's very based, but I think that.
What I found ironic about it was they like to yap about agendas, but that song was their agenda just back, which was just kind of. And I'm a based guy, but the lyrics were like the lyricism was kind of cringe.
Well, I was curious. So I listened to the.
They
guys.
call me offended. Only 2 genders. That was like the first 3 lines.
That's funny.
Like it was just kind of cringe. Like you could do a better. There's a better way of doing it.
The lyrics are cringe. It happens to be. I listened to his other music because I was curious, and I didn't like his other songs. Like I just didn't like it personally.
Like I feel like an average person could have. I didn't see like crazy talent or anything in the song. And I watched it for Ben Shapiro's verse.
Well, it's all about if you want to become a big music star. It's all about like marketing, publicity.
You're right. You're actually okay. Yeah, that's true. You're right. And Ben Shapiro's verse.
Those big record labels.
The big Jew-owned record label.
Yeah.
Kanye. Exactly. Ben Shapiro, his verse. It was funny. I mean, it was.
Yarmulke no cap was a line.
It was a bar. It was honestly a bar. His flow could have been. I was expecting better flow, honestly.
Me too.
Because he's a robot.
Because you could do it.
He spoke slower in the rap than he did in real life.
No, but it's also he spoke like he was talking.
Yeah, he spoke like he doesn't know how to do it.
He could have actually.
I feel like he could
a little bit.
I feel like he could have put some rhythm to it. Like his whole thing is he says rap isn't music, but if he knows rhythm, I feel like he could have done that.
Well, yeah, because he's actually he's a musician.
He's a prodigy violinist. You ever saw the video of him playing Schindler's List on violin when he was like 10?
I think so. Have you ever seen
who called him up? Larry King? Is that his name?
I guess so. I don't remember exactly.
He called him up Benjamin Shapiro for Schindler's List, and there's a little Ben Shapiro. And he did it really well, actually.
Do you ever saw a video of him dancing with, I think, Mordecai Shapiro, which is his friend?
He's a Jewish singer. Oh, yeah, I saw. Oh, that was so cringe. Ben Shapiro, when he's not doing political stuff, he's just low-key, just a regular, modern, religious Jewish guy. So it's funny. He's, in the Jewish community, so, you could see him kind of if you're in the Jewish world.
And he speaks at Jewish schools and stuff.
And he speaks at Jewish schools. My friend got a picture with him at a concert or something, and he looked completely different. He was wearing a t-shirt. He was wearing a t-shirt. He was sweating. His hair was all over. It was kind of funny, actually. He just looked like a regular Jewish dad when he wasn't doing that whole thing. But
you should become a rapper.
Wait, I want to say this. I want to add one more thing just to that. That Ben Shapiro rap. They had a whole thing. It was #1 on iTunes, right? They were outselling. But when it comes to stream music, I don't actually think people are listening to that song. I went on their Spotify. I wanted to check it out. It had a couple million streams in a few weeks on Spotify, and that's not that good for an actual artist.
I think Amazon Music was their main.
Amazon? No, I thought it was iTunes. Is it owned?
I don't know. I
think the YouTube video was the most viewed of it. It has 15 million views. But I think it's more of a meme popularity because no one's gonna be listening to that. A couple million streams on Spotify. He's trying to go after the mainstream rappers, but no one's listening to that.
There's another rap song that came out this week.
No offense to them, it's just a take.
I think it was by. You ever heard of her, Sexy Red?
Sexy Red, yeah.
You saw her new song? Not that I freaking did not listen.
Oh
to
yeah,
did
you hear all that crap on TikTok? She got a bunch of heinous songs.
Didn't she? Wasn't it? She took it in her hospital bed right after she delivered a baby.
I don't freaking know. She speaks about like her butthole and stuff and stuff, and then like the color of it.
That's
and,
crazy, man.
It's just low-key kind of catchy though. That's how they get you, by the way. They make the beats like they make it catchy, but they use these terrible lyrics.
The people in charge.
The people, exactly. We're against it, by the way. So the Jews are.
The
Jews are causing it, but they're against it. So you got to pick a side.
We're just normal guys.
We're just normal guys, bro. We're not doing that. Like that's what pisses me off. You said I should be a rapper though.
Yeah, you should be a rapper.
I think I'm not kidding. I think I could be good. I'm not kidding. I think I could be a pretty good singer. I'm serious.
I think why don't you put out a song?
Okay, so in my what I call my 500-step plan on social media, because I wait till I get that's WWE.
You sound like one of those guys.
I sound exactly like I talk the talk. Yes.
It's like, hey, you make a plan, write it down.
I don't write it down though. Yeah, I talk the talk. I know it's a whole thing. I always say so. People go over me. They give me like advice on how to. When you do social media, you should do like I'm like I'll add it to the list of things I'm gonna do down the line. I'll put that like before WWE or after. Just a guest appearance. Like that'd be hilarious if I went on WWE. It's funny. The Jewish guy goes.
But people gotta know who you are.
I'm not ready for WWE. Well, one day I'll be on there. You got the boxing, you got everything that goes on there. But so rapping is on there, like the diss track. Whoever I'm having beef with, like there's definitely a diss track, and people won't expect it. They won't expect the skill that's about to come out of my mouth. I'm serious.
You gotta make more beef online.
Huh? I need to beef more.
Yeah,
but I'm not in the mood.
You did with Sneeko, but that was pretty much it.
That was stupid.
No beef because he doesn't know who you are.
That's true. Well, yeah, probably. But like that thing was stupid also. So like that wasn't a beef. That was just
real beef,
huh? But I'm not in the mood of It's kind of petty in a way.
But that's how
I'd rather collaborate with people and
part
just
of
do
the
stuff.
Script. This is how the big corporations do it.
No, you're right. But I'd rather just collaborate and be entertaining versus just like you could create an audience of people that hate you and then eventually get them to like you. A lot of people have done that. But like I'm not in the mood. Also you're Jewish and there's already a reason to be like maybe. Victim mentality, but I'm saying just in general from my experience.
Imagine all your viewers are just missionaries trying to get you.
All of that, but all of it feel free. By the way, I got every aspect of people following me. Majority of my followers aren't Jewish, right? There's 100,000 Jews aren't following me. I'm saying a lot of Christians, a lot of Muslims, a lot of Nazis. I'm saying a lot of people. I'm saying a lot of people follow.
Imagine it turns out that all your subscribers are just like me making bot accounts.
This entire time, all the comments were just you.
Yeah.
Well, somehow I make money from that, so it's pretty.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I mean that's. No, I'll probably be a rapper one day. I think I could do it. I'll be Shalom Shady. No, I'll be Shalom Shady because he was Dr. Dreidel or some stupid thing, whatever.
Whatever. What was? No, you were.
Or be Jew Boy because that's actually a pretty good rap name.
What was? You look like Post Malone, I think.
Post Shalom.
Post Shalom.
Yeah, Post Shalom. And if I was memeing around,
you can't use other people's names.
Yes, you can.
Make your own name.
Okay, if you're trying to actually be a rapper, then yes, you cannot. I wouldn't call myself Post Shalom because that's all I'd be.
What about Sexy Tzvi?
Okay, I you know what I'd call myself? Jew Boy, because that's actually a pretty good rap name, by the way. I think it works as a rap
you gotta
name.
rebrand.
I'd be. Oh, you're saying I'd have to rebrand. I'd do both at the same time.
No, you know how there's a whole argument on the Jew Boy channel whether you should keep the name Jew Boy.
Yeah, I'm by the way, and there's probably a lot of people watching this that subscribe to me, and I do always have these conflicting thoughts in my mind. Do I keep Jew Boy? Do I change the brand? Use my name? What were you gonna say about that?
I was gonna say. You could keep the Jew Boy name for your rap channel.
For the rap channel?
Yeah.
If you're saying when I transition to more rap, But, I mean, I always had the thing. Yeah, I'm always back and forth every other week about it because, like, yeah, is it like is it PC enough? Like, is it like would news channels and outlets and mainstream want to use that name?
Probably not.
Probably not. At least not in the beginning, right? Not in the beginning, because it's one of those words where it's not technically. It's not. You wouldn't bleep it out on TV, right? You wouldn't bleep it out.
You'd just be like, "E."
It depends how you use it, and
it'd be like the news anchor would be.
What? No, sorry.
The news anchor would be like
Jewish. No, he'd say Jewish boy. That's what they do.
Jewish boy.
They'd go Jewish boy. They wouldn't say. That's what they do probably. My plan is I do want to keep it because it's such a memorable. I think it's. You can't give yourself a name. Your name has to be remembered on social media if you want to actually be. You have to have a memorable name. Brand name, it's a real thing. Like, people forget your name.
But the plaque wouldn't even take it.
They did take it. My name's on that stupid plaque.
You tricked.
Because I put a blank character space. Yes, but it still worked. The point is, what was I going to?
Brand name.
Brand name is very important. It's very memorable. And Jew Boy is. I think if you were watching me randomly on some other guy's channel and they said this is Jew Boy, I think you'd be like, what? Like, what do they call him? And So that's a really big part. My real name's Svi. I don't think could be an actual. It's too hard to pronounce and too hard to remember. I think only the real fans would know me. Would actually know my name, and I think in the beginning, right, everyone will. There's going to be that initial group that doesn't mind. They'll just call me Jew Boy. They know, it says in my bio. It says in my bio on YouTube. You could call me Jew Boy, like at the end of it. So
that's funny.
What's initially going to happen is it's going to be that. Then the people that don't know if they should or if they can't will see that people calling me that, and then they'll feel comfortable to call it. And eventually, I want to transition it to this is just the name versus like this is some weird slur or whatever. Because I don't believe it is. When I first made the name, I thought it was a cool name. And our whatever cousin 50 times removed who survived the Holocaust by playing the violin or something, that he was he entertained the Nazis by playing instruments.
That's right.
That literally like he was. I'm pretty sure.
Then he opened the record label.
Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure his situation was literally like they lined Jews up to shoot them in the Holocaust, and like he was he was lined up, and he was like, and he was like, no, I'm the guy, it was me, I was the guy, I entertain, and they're like, okay, like that's literally, I'm pretty sure that was his story, and he said I said this multiple times, I'll say it again, a lot of new people, that he said. When I was younger, like my friends, they used to call me Jew Boy, and there's nothing wrong with it. It was this nickname that he had, and then after the Holocaust, it became that's when it became a bad thing. So part of me is like, I'm gonna make Jew Boy great again. Like I'm gonna bring it back. Also, I like the name. I thought it was cool.
I think you make up this lore.
No, how come? I thought it was cool. I didn't even know it was a name. I had non-Jewish people telling me it was bad.
You were 13.
Huh? No, I was not. I was like 14, 15.
Okay.
And I thought it was cool, and like I had everybody telling me. It was mainly non-Jewish people telling me that it was bad or something. Jews didn't even... The religious Jews I speak to, they don't care about it when I bring it up.
Well,
they don't
whatever.
care. Exactly. We don't care. But we're the ones that actually get affected by it. So, if we don't care, then why is it a problem? That was my whole thing out of it. And listen, it's bad if you make it bad. The word Jew can be bad if you use the word Jew. And if you say Jew versus he's a Jew. It could also sound kind of weird.
He's a Jew.
But the point, I am keeping the name for now. Listen. The social media platforms, they don't seem to mind it, so, as of yet, and I think if I get it big enough and make more people comfortable, then my goal is that when you hear the name Jew Boy, you're no longer going to think of the slur, you'll just think of that person called Jew Boy. That's my goal with it. Then all the guys on Twitter who use Jew Boy in a bad way will find it, though, and won't be able to use it anymore.
You're just talking about the social media guy.
I'm trying to abolish, a part of me is also trying to abolish it. I'm trying to ruin the bad meaning out of it.
Great.
I'm trying to make good out of bad. It's very holy.
Yeah, very holy.
And I am actually kind of serious about this. It could sound like I'm making excuses, I'm coping, but I do actually believe that.
Very much.
No.
Very much.
Do you not like it?
I think it's a good name. I think if you want to.
The only problem is
as a manager, I'd say, hey, listen, kid, you're gonna have to change your name.
So listen, in certain contexts, I'll use the name Svia, and I'm gonna be letting people know my real name as it goes on. So eventually, have 20% calling me my real name, and then the other whatever, and then eventually, if you're a big enough fan, then you'll know my name, or not, or everything fails and I become a loser and stay in the basement. That could happen. I think realistically, but also you gotta think non-realistically. Okay, I'm not gonna cook up a quote. What am I saying? Don't let those who don't believe in themselves convince you to not believe in yourself.
That's goal number 500.
That's what?
To abolish the Jew Boy.
To abolish the bad meaning of Jew Boy and just make it a fun name. I thought it was cool. I literally thought it was cool. I didn't spell it with a Y. I spelled boy, B-O-I, because it was like a meme. That's literally why I made it. Boy, because it's funny, because it's hilarious. No?
That's great.
I thought it was funny.
I understand.
I thought it was funny. And now you have social justice warriors telling me that I'm wrong, and that people aren't Jewish calling me anti-Semitic, I'm like, man, I can't even, whatever. I already got to deal with Nazis. Now I got to deal with the opposite telling me that I'm a Nazi. It's just, man, I can't freaking do anything. You got anything else?
No.
That's it? Yeah. Oh, man, that's pretty good. Wow, we really rambled on.
Our computer didn't crash.
Our computer, you're going to jinx it. It's going to crash right now.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So we gotta wrap this up.
We're going to wrap it up. Appreciate you all for watching. Make sure to smash like, subscribe, watch comments. Please comment. We love
we'll
reading.
Go through them.
Ask questions. If you're curious. Download on Spotify, watch all the other episodes, and
make us #1 on the billboards.
We're going to be #1 on billboards. We're going to beat Ben Shapiro. I'm going to make a better rap than him. Literally, God bless.